Meanwhile, Congress MP Jairam Ramesh has hit out at the Election Commission of India. The Congress MP is saying that the Election Commission of India has refused to meet the India Bloc Alliance on the issue of 100% voter verified paper audit trail. Further claiming that the Election Commission of India, though a constitutional body, has lost its independence. He's saying, or rather he's accusing, that the ECI has lost its independence. It has been severely eroded since 2014. Pallavi Ghosh joins us for the very latest on this. Pallavi, over to you. Tell us a little bit more. Why exactly is Jairam Ramesh so upset with the Election Commission of India?
Well, see, the Congress party and much of the opposition have always been very suspicious as far as the EVM procedure is concerned. According to them, it is hacked, and the entire election commission is actually a stooge of the central government, and the elections are carried on according to procedure which helps only the BJP. Very often, every time an election is around the corner, they've given evidence, at least they claim to have given evidence, where either there has been a malfunctioning of the electoral machine, or there has been people who have been saying that no matter whichever button they press, it always goes in favor of the BJP. And that is why the India Front has sent several petitions to Election Commission, because they say that they have proof to show that EVMs can be hacked, though the EC has always given evidence to show that that's not really possible. So in the context of that, that's the point which Jairam Ramesh is making, even at the time when, one, there is much controversy over the election commissioner, Arun Goel, resigning, and second, the entire electoral bonds issue.
Absolutely. So, what exactly are they seeking from the Election Commission of India? Do they want to spend time? They want to air their grievances to the Election Commission of India? And is it true that the EC hasn't had the time to entertain their requests?
So the EC had asked every political party to come there, and they were doing a display to show that how EVM machines are very scientific in nature and it's impossible to hack it. According to Election Commission, most of these opposition political parties did not even bother to turn up. So they said that, we did what we had to do. But on the other hand, what these parties are saying on the India front is that we want to go there to the Election Commission and show and display to them how EVM machines can actually be hacked, that as proof. And the EC, of course, says that when we gave you a chance, you never turned up. And at this point of time, for you to say that EVMs can be hacked when elections are around the corner is absolutely unacceptable.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for joining us. Meanwhile, the notification of the Citizenship Act has triggered a massive political storm. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has called it a ploy to trick refugees, depriving them of their fundamental rights. Hitting out at the government, she urged the people to think 1,000 times before applying for citizenship. Claiming the law lacks clarity, Mamata Banerjee has asked the people of the state not to apply for citizenship, saying that they would be termed as infiltrators and would be detained if they do so. Joining her in the attack was Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who called the Citizenship Amendment Act to be dirty politics being played by the BJP and aimed at taking away the jobs that are actually meant for the country's youth. Sharpening his attack, he added CAA was a way of providing jobs to people coming from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh instead of prioritizing youth of the nation. Rubbishing the charge, the BJP meanwhile hit back, saying that there was absolutely no logic in Arvind Kejriwal's claims.
हमारे लोगों के पास तो घर नहीं है, भारत के तो ढेरों लोग बेघर हैं, लेकिन बीजेपी वाले पाकिस्तान से लोगों को लाके उन्हें भारत में बसाना चाहते हैं, उनको घर देना चाहते हैं, हमारे रोजगार उनके बच्चों को देना चाहते हैं, हमारे हक के घर उनमें पाकिस्तानियों को बसाना चाहते हैं।
4 साल के बाद ये सरकार रूल्स बना रही है। मैं देश को ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि मैंने नहीं, मौजूदा अभी प्रेजेंट होम मिनिस्टर ने पार्लियामेंट में कहा था मेरा नाम लेकर कि ओवैसी जी एनपीआर भी आएगा, एनआरसी भी आएगा। कई टीवी के इंटरव्यूज़ में उन्होंने बात कही थी। तो हम ये बताना चाह रहे हैं कि CAA एक्ट को सिर्फ आप CAA से मत देखिए, इसको आपको NPR से और NRC से जोड़कर देखना पड़ेगा। और जब वो होगा तो जाहिर है उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा निशाना बनेंगे मुसलमान, दलित, आदिवासी और गरीब लोग।
आज के जो बीजेपी नेतारा बोलছেন क्या করে দিলাম, অধিকার দিয়ে দিলাম, এবার আমি আপনাদের কাছে কয়েকটা কোশ্চেন করছি। তার মানে এখন যাদের দরখাস্ত করতে বলা হচ্ছে, তার মানে তারা যেই দরখাস্ত করবেন সঙ্গে সঙ্গে তারা নাগরিক থাকা সত্ত্বেও আপনারা বেআইনি অনুপ্রবেশকারী হয়ে যাবেন, তাহলে আপনাদের সম্পত্তি কি হবে, আপনাদের চাকরি বাকরি কি হবে, আপনাদের ছেলে মেয়েদের পড়াশুনো কি হবে, সবটাই বেআইনি ডিক্লেয়ার হয়ে যাবে। আপনাদের কোনো অধিকার থাকবে না। এটা অধিকার কারার খেলা। আপনারা যেই দরখাস্ত করবেন, আপনাদের সব নাগরিকত্ব ক্যান্সেল করে দিয়ে, সব অধিকার ক্যান্সেল করে দিয়ে, এটা এনআরসির সাথে কানেক্টেড মনে রাখবেন, আপনাদের ডিটেনশন ক্যাম্পে নিয়ে চলে যাওয়া হবে।
मित्रों, आज केजरीवाल का एक बहुत ही विचित्र वक्तव्य आया है कि सीए के आने से बाहर के लोग नौकरी लेंगे। ये कौन सा तर्क है? ये जो हिंदुस्तान में लोग आए हैं, ये कौन है? ये अपने आस्था के नाम पर प्रताड़ित होकर आए। न किसी की नौकरी ली जाएगी, न किसी की नागरिकता ली जाएगी। ये बात हम बहुत स्पष्ट रूप से कहना चाहते हैं। तो ये फिर बिना मतलब का प्रोपेगेंडा क्यों किया जा रहा है? सीए के नाम पर सांप्रदायिक उन्माद फैलाने वालों से मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहूंगा, कृपया करके झूठ का व्यापार करना बंद करें।
Well, this act has now sparked a massive political showdown. Arunima, my colleague, joins us for more on this. Arunima, we've been hearing these voices coming in from the opposition calling the act discriminatory, arbitrary, against the secular constitutional ethos. But I want to hear from you. What have you gathered from your interactions with refugees since morning? How do they feel about this?
Well, they're on cloud nine, and that's an understatement, because these are people for whom Indian citizenship was matter of life and death. One refugee, for example, Hira Lal, whose life in Hyderabad, Sindh, meant that every time he was a farmer, and he said that every time he was ready for harvest, just before harvesting, people would come and loot his crop, and there was no police, nobody to go to with an appeal. Similarly, another refugee family said that they had to flee with their 2-year-old daughter because they feared for her life. They feared that she, at 2 years of age, could be abducted. So these are stories that tells you how much of desperation forced these Pakistani Hindus and similarly placed people from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh to come to India. One of them actually stood up, and that is when Arvind Kejriwal's press conference was being aired on television channels, where he said that, you know, if you give citizenship to these people, your own employment opportunities will be at risk. So this refugee stood up and with folded hands looked at the camera and said, I am not here to take away anybody's job. Allow me to live, please. It's a matter of life and death. Don't take away this right from us. So that kind of emotion is what I encountered when I've spoken to people here in Delhi, also in other parts of the country, be it Rajasthan, Jammu or Punjab.